Hey there guys, I'm Sonic Ghost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Fox 64. Last time, we made our way through both Fortuna and Sector X. In this episode, we're entering Titania to save Slippy.
What are you doing? It's too dangerous there.
I can't leave Slippy hanging.
Good luck.
Deploy the Landmaster.
So Titania has us going through on the Landmaster. Our teammates Falco and Peppy will still be flying around in their R-Wings, but we're delegated to the tank. And this is one of two levels in the game that uses the Landmaster. So Landmaster has slightly different controls compared to the R-Wing. The biggest difference is the fact that the boost and also the brake last for much longer compared to the R-Wing. So use this to your advantage, making things a lot easier to kill enemies. Since the brake lasts so long, you can easily get right underneath an enemy and just spam your laser. But another thing to note about the tank is that you can go ahead and still do your barrel rolls by pressing Z or R respectively, but if you hold both of the buttons in, you can go ahead and hover in the air for a short amount of time. As long as you have a boost meter, you can go ahead and hover for as long as you like. But this hover doesn't last forever though, it only lasts a few seconds, so you do have to keep that in mind. Now, you don't have to worry about laser upgrades with the Landmaster, because the Landmaster does not use laser upgrades whatsoever. Luckily though, once you leave the Landmaster and get back into your R-Wing for the next level, you retain whatever laser upgrades that you had going into that said level. So, because we left Sector X with hyper lasers, the next level we'll play as the R-Wing, we'll still have our hyper lasers. So luckily you don't downgrade your laser power going to the Landmaster. If that was the case, that would definitely make the game a lot harder. But in the Landmaster here, we need to be very careful because we are a slower moving target compared to the R-Wing, and we can't really move around up and down as easily because the hover does take that boost meter, as I mentioned earlier, so we can't just fly in the air for as long as we like. So because of that, you're going to constantly want to brake and possibly barrel roll as well, just to stay safe. Now when you get to this section here with the pillars, don't worry about taking hits here as long as you have the extension for your health, because you have more than enough health to tank these hits, and then behind a lot of these pillars have gold rings, so you can easily refill whatever health you lose going through the pillar. But if you don't have the health extension, then you should probably avoid these pillars as much as possible, because you won't really have enough health to tank the damage. So that section more or less depends on how much health you have, or if you can tank it or not. But if you can take it, it makes getting points a lot easier. This level is a really good case of where the smart bombs are key, because smart bombs help a lot in this level for your score. There's a lot of batches of enemies that are really difficult to get without bombs. So whenever you see a bunch of enemies flying up above, or even just coming to you in a pack, use a smart bomb and you'll rack up points like nothing. But we're getting near the end of this level, so that means Slippy shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
You okay? Hold together just a bit further.
Ah! I'm hit!
Is that you, Slippy? I'll be there soon. Slippy!
I knew you'd come help me.
Ah! Pot shot! I didn't even have a chance to react!
Let me get a piece of that action, Fox.
So this here is our boss of Titania. What we need to go ahead and do is we need to take out his arms, and more importantly, we want to take out the arm that's holding Slippy's R-Wing.
I made it! I'll analyze right away.
So as you've seen there, as soon as we freed Slippy, he's ready to analyze the boss's health. So you want to free him as fast as possible if you want to see this boss's health bar, but also so you can start doing damage. Break open the boss's ribcage, throw a couple smart bombs in there since they do a lot of damage, and the boss goes down with no issues whatsoever.
for it.
I thought I was a goner.
We're always saving your hide, Slip. I'm sure he's learned his lesson. When we get back, we'll head to Venom.
So there we go, we got our good pal Slippy back. He helped us see the boss's help, but more importantly, since we got Slippy back, now we earn the medal for Titania. There's no real way that you can avoid getting Slippy here in this level, so every time you beat Titania, you'll retrieve Slippy with full health. Which is the one nice thing about this level. You can easily refill his health if Slippy is dangerously low to dying. So sometimes going to Titania may be the smarter option in your route if you need your teammates to be at a higher level for their health. But now that we have Slippy back, let's go ahead and enter our next level here, the Bols Defense Outpost.
If you destroy the satellite, we can go straight for Venom. Be careful, Fox.
I'm on it.
Good luck.
Okay, guys, destroy all barriers.
So here on Bols, our main goal is to destroy this facility. In order to do so, we need to take down this barrier as fast as possible. As Peppy says, we need to go ahead and destroy these 6 barriers surrounding the level. So shooting these 6 pillars will turn off the main barrier. It helps to have hyper lasers here, but if you don't, you may have to constantly do a loop around. But they're all destroyed now.
Disappearing. Looks like we've got company.
Yeah, Falco wasn't kidding. There's a lot of ships out here. So we want to take all these ships out while we're waiting for the main core of this level to reveal itself. In this portion here, your teammates will get in trouble all the time, so be paying attention to what your teammates are saying, because they could just be getting in trouble and you may not even notice.
Good, I see the enemy core.
But now, like Peppy said, the enemy core has revealed itself, so now we can go ahead and complete the main objective of this level, which is to defeat that core, so we can go ahead and destroy this defense outpost. But the medal here requires you to get a lot of points, so we're going to just be focusing on killing these enemies. You want to shoot down that core as fast as possible, because the faster you kill a boss in a level, the more points you'll get. So in this case, we want to go ahead and destroy as many of the points on the core as possible, so we get a hit plus 10 for every single one. Shoot down all the points on the core except for 1. Leave 1 point remaining so that you can still play through this level while killing these enemies. But you want to shoot as many of the pieces of the core as possible so you get the hit plus 10 bonus. That hit plus 10 is a major difference for getting the medal in this level. But in this level in particular, I want to go ahead and mention another thing we can go ahead and do in all range mode, and that is the fact that we don't just have a somersault, but in this mode in particular, you can go ahead and do a U-turn. So if you press the brake button and then pull back on the joystick, you'll do a U-turn, fly in the opposite direction, which uses about half of your boost meter, just like the somersault. But if you get too far to the edge of the map, then you will do a automatic U-turn as well. So keep that in mind, but the automatic U-turn luckily does not use up any boost, which definitely helps.
There's one down.
Oh no!
Slippy is in constant trouble here. He keeps on calling for my help. I know you're in trouble. I'm just trying to find the enemies here. It's just that sometimes your teammates are constantly badgering you for help, and they can literally do that seconds apart, just like Slippy here is demonstrating. He just called for my help, and then 2 seconds later, he's saying the exact same thing again. I can get really annoying after a while, and every single teammate in this game does that. Falco, Peppy, and Slippy will constantly badger you if they're in trouble. So that's another reason why you want to go ahead and save your teammates as fast as possible. Not just to keep them alive so you can get the medals, but also to shut them up in a way. It may sound rude and ignorant, but sometimes these teammates just won't stop talking. But we defeated enough enemies to earn the medal, so now it's time for us to destroy that core. And since we left it there for a while, the final point in the core gives us a hit plus 5, but it's still enough to give us the medal. But there you go. That's the defense outpost destroyed. But there is one more thing to note about this level in particular. If you come into this level without killing Starwolf and Fortuna, they can show up here. So if you leave members of Starwolf alive from the end of Fortuna, or you come from this level in a different path and haven't fought Starwolf yet, then they can show up here in Bols.
Playtime is over, Star Fox.
I think I'll torture you for a while.
Daddy screamed real good before he... You'll be sorry you crossed us. Just what I need to see. Starwolf.
Fox may sound disappointed here, but in fact, if you have Starwolf appear in this level, it makes getting the medal even easier. Because every time you kill one of the members of Starwolf, you get an extra bonus to your score. So, killing all 4 members gives you 40 extra points in this level, along with the enemies and the hit plus 10 that you can get for every piece of the core that you shoot. This level can give you a lot of points. So coming in here without killing Starwolf actually makes this level even easier in a way. Mainly for the medal, but it's still highly recommended to come into this level with Starwolf still alive. But with that said, we destroyed the Bols defense outpost and we're on our way to Venom. Next time on Let's Play Star Fox 64, we'll enter Venom. I'll see you guys next time.
Venom, here we come.